back to my channel. I know it has been a long time since I last seen you guys, and the reason why it is because my nose, even till now, it's still very swollen. I have been doing everything that I can on my part for the swelling to go down a little bit faster, but for some reason one side is a little bit more swollen than the other. And you can kind of see it on, if I'm looking straight at the camera, you can see how my right side, it's a little bit more out, so it's a little bit more swollen, and then my left one, it's a little bit more swollen from my nostril area. I'm still giving it time. I'm still waiting. I'm still, healing as time goes by. It has only been around 7 weeks after the surgery, so I know most of the swelling does go down, or it's supposed to go down within the first 3 months. So I'm not stressing it just because it was driving me crazy and not because I'm just super impatient and I want to see results right away, and which I already do, but it's just the swelling on the sides completely threw me off just because I was not expecting for that. But other than that, everything has been good. I've been drinking lots and lots of water. I still drink my arnica teas. I still, try to take care of my nose as much as possible. Today's actually the second time I wear makeup just because my nose is still super, super sensitive. So even when I try to touch my nose, like the tip area, I still can't really feel it as much, still feels a little bit numb. So I know it's a long process and it was my choice and I have to deal with it because I just have to give it time, But other than that, let's just talk about surgery wise. I know you guys had a couple of questions about the place, the price. So I did go down to LA. The name of the place was Southern California Surgery Center. It is in LA. It is in Huntington. So I will link all their address and information down below. Surgery, it's super, they're amazing. The doctor was amazing. He's from Argentina. He's really nice. He's super knowledgeable. He really gave me the confidence to go for it, book my appointment with him. He already knew what I wanted. We were on the same page. He did exactly what I asked him to do. He took the hump that I had here on the side of my nose, and then he just lifted it up a little bit. I didn't want a super small nose just because I didn't want it to be a small nose and my face to be the thing that stood out the most. So I really think he did a really good job at that. It's a little bit, on the natural side. He just did what I asked him for, and that's what made me happy. Like I said, for now though, which is the only thing that's bothering me, it's a swelling, but I know it will go down. Let's see, pricing wise. So my price is going to be different from your guys' prices if you guys do end up going to this place, just because when I booked my appointment, it was during a Valentine's special they had going on. So they did have a deal going on. So if you guys want to book with the same doctor, don't be surprised if it starts a little bit different or if it's a little bit higher. It was around $6,000. You do have to cover your own expenses, if you want to stay over there, and foods and stuff. But other than that, everything with the procedure is already paid for in your all over balance. So that was really cool. I did look out for some here in the area, but I didn't really find one that was super good, and I just felt comfortable with this doctor, so I went for it. But I know a lot of the times the people that I've talked to, they're like it's so far to go to LA and come back, and you have to keep on going back and forth because you do have to go a week after for the cast removal, and then you do have to go through your checkup appointments and stuff. But to me, it wasn't a big deal just because I was able to have someone drive me back and forth. So that's why I did it. And how I got to this place. Now, this is a really good question because I had been looking for a surgeon for over a year and a half. I had been looking to different places. Like I said, some here. I did find at least 3 in LA. Price-wise, I would say the LA surgeons are around the same price. Or here in the area where I live, in like San Jose area, they are like super high. And like I said, I wasn't really like I knew what I was looking for, but I just didn't want them to be like, I couldn't find one that I said, oh my god, like he's gonna be the one that's gonna do my nose, you know. So until I found the one in LA. So one of my sister's friend, she actually posted she had gotten her nose done, and my sister, you know, asked her where she had gone, and she gave me her contact. And it turns out her sister-in-law actually works with the doctor, and she's the one that books all the appointments here in the Bay Area, and you pretty much don't have to go over there to LA until the day of your surgery. So I texted her. She's super nice. I will link her down here. She's really sweet. Oh my god. So I texted her. I told her I wanted to make an appointment with her to see if she can tell me if, you know, availability wise and pricing and everything else. So she was able to get me in probably like a week after I texted her, just because she was going to be in LA that week. So we ended up doing that, and I booked my appointment right there and there. You can book an appointment with her, and she will kind of explain to you the whole financial situation and like the whole thing you can do with it. I don't want to give you guys wrong information, but yeah, she's great, and she's so beautiful too. It will make the process easier. That way you don't have to be going to LA, like driving back and forth. And she was actually the one that was able to drive me and my mom to LA the day before the surgery, just because she was already going to LA anyway. So she offered for us to be driving with her, so that was really nice of her. And another question I did get asked a lot was, did the surgery hurt? No, it didn't hurt at all. It was super quick. I was in and out probably in like 2.5 hours. You literally like knock out, and I woke up and I was like, oh my god, like it's done. Like you don't feel anything. So that was really nice. Even after, when I got to the hotel, like, you know, it's not that bad because you're still able to move, you know. The only thing you can't really do is like sleep laying down, and you can't eat spicy foods, which to me, I was like, oh my god, like I was craving In-N-Out, I was craving Wingstop, I was craving everything you can think of, you know, that was like spicy and junk food. But I didn't. My mom was like, no, you can't eat, you have to take care of yourself. So I didn't. But yeah, the only thing that was hard for me, at least, was being able to sleep, not laying down all the way. But honestly, the pain pills they give you, they knock you out, so you don't even feel anything. So that was good. The week went by super fast. After the 7 days, I did have to go back to LA for the doctor to remove the cast. So that was painful. That was really painful, actually, because the cast, it was like super sticky because it has to be glued on your nose, you know, for it to stay firm and stuff. So when he pulled it out, oh my god, my eyes got so watery because it hurt. But other than that, he taped it after, and he just told me that I had to have it on for as long as I could until it started coming off by itself. So I had heard from different people that if you kept the tape on for longer, it was better for your nose. So I did that. I kept the tape on for a whole month, and what I didn't notice was that my nose was starting to get super dirty and oily because of the tape. So when I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I really don't think this tape is doing anything for me right now, so I'm gonna take it off. It has been a month. I don't even think it's like putting pressure or anything anymore. So when I took it off, my nose was so nasty. Oh my god, my nose looked like I had not washed it for a whole year. It was disgusting. I was like, oh my god, like I should have taken it off within the first 2 weeks, you know, because I read online too, and it said you can take it off in the next, like after 2 weeks you'll be fine. But because I thought it would be better to keep it on longer, I did, and my nose was so dirty. But I remember I tried washing it, and I was like, oh my god, because my nose was so tender, and it still is. So when I go and try to exfoliate my nose, I was like, oh my god, like this hurts. But I had so many pimples, I had so much dirt, and I also had like blackheads. And now I do tend to break out, but I've never had blackheads in my nose, never. And so when I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, this, I need to pop them, I need to squeeze them, you know, but I couldn't, and I still can't. I'm pretty sure with the makeup you can't see them right now. I have a few still left, so I've been exfoliating like every 2 days for them to come off. Like, I've been putting salicylic acid on the pimples I have, and that has worked. But you know, you just gotta wait it out, because I can't touch my nose, I can't be rough with it. So I've been just kind of waiting it out and not looking at myself in the mirror every single minute of the day, because like I said earlier, it was driving me crazy. What else? So price, place, how I got to that place, surgery wise, that's pretty much it. Like I said on my last video, I was super, I wouldn't say scared. I was more nervous of putting myself out there with these videos, just because there's always the bad and the good, right? You're always gonna get bad comments, you're always gonna get good comments. It just depends on how you take them. So I know, and I knew by me putting myself out there and putting my whole surgery out there, I was open to get whether it was positive or negative comments. So I was nervous of how I was gonna deal with them. And you know, like doing this video, even recording it the first 2 times I tried, because my nose was still super swollen, I was like, there is no way I'm putting myself out there like that, because there's no way like my nose is gonna look like that. And then my mom was like, you know what, that's a process, and you can't just wake up and have your beautiful nose and be all, you know, like even and not unswollen within a month. Like that's crazy, you know. And you should put yourself out there like that so other people know what to expect. So then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, maybe she's right. Like, maybe I should just go for it and like not double think myself and make myself feel bad about the decision I took of getting this surgery. So, you know, it did take me a little bit of time to understand that it's a process and I have to learn to love it. Or else, you know, it's just, you're not going to be happy with it, you know, and that's just, it is what it is. And I knew from the get-go of me choosing to do any surgery, whether it was my nose or anything else I wouldn't want to get done, I know it's not gonna look perfect within like a month, you know, because it takes time. Like, they took away my, like, you know, they refined my bone, it was so much they did. So I should be able to understand that it's gonna take more time. And every day, like, it looks different, and now it's not as swollen anymore, or now it's just, it's not as like big on here, you know. I learned to wait it out, and I learned that it takes time. And you know how social media is, like, you see girls that have gotten like their nose done and stuff, and then you're like, okay, well, mine doesn't look like that. And that was my thing. Like, I always said, or like after my surgery, after I took the tape off, I was like, well, this girl got her nose done, like, why doesn't mine look like that? And I'm like, girl, because we don't have the same face, obviously, you know. And you got to think of that, and you're like, okay, well, this goes with me, and that's what goes with her. And to me, it has been such a lesson to love yourself and to do whatever makes you happy, and to not ever doubt yourself, because at the end of the day, if you believe it, if you like it, if you love yourself, then everyone else will kind of follow. So, you know, like, that's one big lesson that I've learned with this rhinoplasty that I did, or that I got, that it's just, it's gonna take time. You have to have patience. Otherwise, then, you know, otherwise it's just, it will drive you crazy. So far, the outcome, my side profile looks so much better. I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Do I plan on getting any other surgery? Maybe in the future, but that's not till like later on down the road. Once I'm 100% with my rhinoplasty, and once like I see you know, how it turns out, then I'm gonna like really see and see if I'm like that brave to get anything else. But I mean, I would, honestly, I would. You just, it's crazy to me. You knock out, you wake up and you have like big boobs or a big butt, you know, like it's so crazy to me, and it's so fascinating to learn more about it, like to learn more about it, and it's like to know girls that have done it, and you're like, wow, like that was easy, you know. So yes, I do plan on getting something else done. I'm not gonna say what just yet, because like I'm not even sure when I'm gonna do it or if I'm gonna do it, you know. But I will definitely like vlog that for you, and by those videos I'll probably have gotten better at recording and stuff. So yes, for now I do plan on making more videos on YouTube, whether it's makeup, fashion, just like everyday vlogs for you guys. So if you guys are new to my channel, I really appreciate you watching. I would appreciate if you give it a like to this video, leave any comments if you guys have any other questions, or if you guys have any ideas of what videos I should do next. Thank you guys so much. With this being my second video on YouTube, I do plan on growing here if you guys allow me to. If you guys allow me to really put out the content for you guys, I would really appreciate it if you guys would share my page, share my videos. Yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope I see you guys in the next video.
Are you ready? Are you ready?